Hi everybody and welcome to Eva's Apples. I'm Eva and these are my apples. Today I'm going to show you how to make pesto. Pesto is a wonderful sauce made with this aromatic herb basil. And pesto can be used with pastas, lasagna, crostini, and all kinds of other food things. So let's get started. You're going to need half a stick of butter softened at room temperature. That's 4 tablespoons. 2 cloves of crushed peeled garlic. I chopped it in half. 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. 1/4 cup or more of extra virgin olive oil. 1/3 cup of walnuts or pine nuts. A little pinch of salt and a bunch of basil. You can literally buy a bunch of basil at the store. I would recommend buying maybe 2 bunches if the bunch that you buy looks a little sparse. For equipment, you're going to need a blender, a chopstick, a spatula, and a knife that's just to cut your garlic up. The first thing you'll need to do is get a pan on medium to medium-high heat and make sure that that's hot. It's a dry pan. Do not add any oil to it. After this, add your nuts. You can use pine nuts also, but I find that walnuts are less expensive and easier to find. Now, if the pesto is going to be your main sauce, you might want to use some pine nuts. But for our case today, I'm just going to use the walnuts. Leave it on here. Make sure you stay here and watch it. Do not move away from here. And what the toasting is going to do is it's going to warm the oil and bring out the flavor of these nuts better. Now that your nuts have toasted, take your nuts off the heat because you don't want your nuts to burn. We're going to take the leaves off of the basil here and just toss them into a bowl. You can save the stems if you want. You can put these stems into olive oil and infuse it to make a wonderful basil olive oil. Delicious. I want to send a shout out to my dad. It was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Dad. My dad's always been an inspiration in my life. He has a great appetite like I do. And he works at North Idaho College, and they are very interested in nutrition, I hear. So keep watching and learning, and I will show you how to make wonderful stuff. Now take your basil leaves, because we recently washed them. They have a lot of water on them, and we don't want all that water in our pesto. Dump them onto a clean cloth. You can use paper towels if you like. Don't be too harsh with these. There's some delicate oils in these wonderful leaves. Gently just press on it just to get the moisture out of the leaves, just the top of the leaves. Yay! We're ready to make this pesto. We have our leaves here. Just drop them into the blender. La 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 la. Wow, I have a lot in here. That's wonderful. If you ever have extra pesto that you're not going to use for your dish, what you can do is freeze it. You can put it in little ice cube trays and freeze it for next time. To this, add your garlic. Come out, little garlic. A little bit of salt. Half a teaspoon is good. I spilled half of it, so I have to put that half back in. There we go. And the extra virgin olive oil. This is just enough to start, but you might need more of it. That's why we have more on hand. Put the lid on and pulse it. Poke some things down. Poke, 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 poke. Oh, hi, garlic. Get down there. Well, we're going to need some more olive oil, and that is fine. Let's go ahead and add more olive oil to it. This is going to bring it up to about 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. Now, we can definitely see the line of olive oil here at the bottom. This really should get things going. I promise this time. Kind of swirling it around, poking the ingredients down. Oh my gosh, don't forget your nuts. Eek! Eventually, you're going to end up with a paste. It's going to be bright green and it's going to smell amazing. To this paste, now you're going to add the Parmesan cheese and the softened butter. Put the lid back on and blend it up again. Take your spatula and push down the ingredients that have smacked up against the sides because they're rebels, and you want them to all be friendly. Go back into the blender, back into the pool, everybody. Let's be friends. Yay! Our pesto sauce should be complete now. Let's remove the lid so we can get a taste of this. Don't stick your fingers in it. Use something else. Make sure you turn it off. Mmm. Yep, that's it. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. Your pesto is done. Pour it into a glass container using the spatula to get out all of that goodness. To the top of it, add a thin layer of olive oil. That's going to keep it from browning, because brown food is gross food. We don't want gross food. No, we want delicious, bright, vibrant food. This is ready for the freezer, or for use right now. Until next time, I'm Eva, and these are my apples.